Sister asked a question that there was an article that came in Times of India, Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her. Her age was 19 and not 9 when she got married. Can I throw some light on that? If you read the hadith in Bukhari which says that Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, she was married to the Prophet at the age of 6 and the marriage was consummated at the age of 9. Now there are many so-called modern scholars who feel that it's not possible, that is the reason they try and justify. And they say that actually the statement is 19 because in Arabic we add an ashra. So this is ashra, the 10 is missing. We said 10, 9 for 19. So the 10 is missing, therefore it sounds to be 9. Actually it should be 19. This is the assumption. But what we believe, that after the Quran, alhamdulillah, is the saying of the Prophet ﷺ. And we have to check whether the hadith is sahih or not. And we realize that this hadith of Sahih Bukhari, and alhamdulillah, it's authentic hadith. But how can we logically prove today? Now those scholars, inverted commas, who when they cannot prove logically any part of the Quran and the hadith, they try and say there is some mistake in the assumption and the meaning is different, etc. What we have to realize that first we have to check whether the hadith is authentic or not. If it's authentic, if we cannot prove it logically, we have to feel and we have to understand that the science hasn't advanced so much to try and make us understand that hadith of the verse of the Quran. So based on this again, what I believe that the hadith is authentic and even the age of 6 and 9 is authentic. And how to justify that? When I was in the medical college, I passed in 1991, and in the 80s we were taught in the medical college that a lady, she reaches puberty and adulthood, maturity, at the age of approximately, in India it is about 13 to 14, 15, in America it's about 12 to 13, and the age factor of the puberty keeps on changing depending upon the atmosphere, depending upon the surrounding, depending upon the diet, depending upon the climate. Today medical science tells us that closer to the equator, the age of puberty is earlier. This is one point of it. And today after science advance, we have come to know that because of the change in the atmosphere and the surrounding and the diet itself, today in America, as well as in India, there are cases in which there are sisters, mashallah, girls, at the age of 10, they reach puberty. They start having menstrual cycle. And today medical science tells us that if any lady starts the menstrual cycle, at the age of 10, it is nothing unique. It's quite common. Though the age of menstruation today has become a bit less, approximately 12, 13, 14. But even if a girl starts menstruating at the age of 10, even 9, it's nothing to be alarmed of. If the age of menstruation is below the age of 9, then there is a concern. So based on this scientific fact that we have come to know today, according to the Islamic Sharia, moment a lady reaches puberty and a gent reaches puberty, they can marry. Every country has its own law. For example, the law of India is that when a girl reaches the age of 18, they can marry. The law in USA is at the age of 16. The law in Indonesia is 19. So for example, if a couple get married in America who are of the age of 16, so in America it's legal, but in India it's illegal. Now why has India chosen 18 and America chosen 16, we don't know. And there is a state in America called Texas, where coming down generations that it's common to marry early. So therefore in Texas state alone, even if the girl or the boy, they are of the age of 14, they can marry, it's legal. So there's a separate law for Texas because that's the society. So at the age of 14, if a girl or boy living in Texas marries, it's legal. What's illegal in India is legal in America. What is legal in India is illegal in Indonesia or Malaysia. So what we realize that everyone has his own criteria. As far as the Islamic criteria is concerned, I told you that once a girl or a boy reach the age of puberty, when they get matured, they can marry. So based on this, alhamdulillah, what we realize, Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, she was unique. And when we read the life history of Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, she was very intelligent, she was very matured, and alhamdulillah, mashallah, because of that, we know that many ahadith are narrated by the wife of the Prophet ﷺ. There are some people who say, that's fine, she could have waited for another 10 years and then got married. Some of the Orientalists, some of the so-called modern Muslim scholars. If she had waited for another 10 years, we know that after the Prophet married her, the Prophet hardly lived for 10 years. So if she was married after that, she wouldn't be able to narrate the hadith that we know. So because she was intelligent, she was matured enough, alhamdulillah, I feel medically and scientifically and Islamically, a marriage consummated at the age of 9, once a lady is matured, it's perfectly fine, alhamdulillah. Hope that answers the question, sister.
Allahu 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 Allah Allahu 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 Allah Allahu 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 Allah Allahu 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 Allah La ilaha illallah 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 Muhammadun Rasulullah Muhammadun Rasulullah مخالفة للحوادث قيامه بنفسه ودانية قدرة إرادة ودانية قدرة إرادة لا إله إلا الله 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 محمد رسول الله محمد رسول الله كلام قديرا مريدا عليما كلام قديرا مريدا عليما حيا سميعا حيا سميعا بصيرا متكلما بصيرا متكلما لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله محمد رسول الله يا رب يا رب يا رب يا رب يا لا إله إلا الله 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 محمد رسول الله محمد رسول الله
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apa khabar semua? Kita bertemu lagi saudara sekalian dalam pertemuan yang penuh dengan barakah ini, dalam kita meraihkan bulan Ramadan yang penuh dengan kemuliaan ini. Alhamdulillah. Saya berhasrat dalam pertemuan kali ini dan pertemuan-pertemuan yang akan datang untuk kita bersama-sama menyusuri satu perjalanan untuk memerhatikan dan melihat bagaimana Ramadan ini dilalui oleh baginda Rasulullah SAW. Kita ingin merasakan satu nikmat di mana dalam kita melalui perjalanan Ramadan ini kita dapat merasakan seolah-olah kita bersama dengan Rasulullah SAW. Nah, bila kita menyebut tentang Rasul SAW dengan Ramadan, seperti mana yang telah saya katakan dalam pertemuan yang lalu, kita tidak boleh dapat memisahkan antara Ramadan dengan keperluan mempertingkatkan akhlak yang mulia. Kalau kita perhatikan hadis-hadis yang terdapat yang diriwayatkan daripada Rasul SAW, banyak sekali sama ada kata-kata Nabi ataupun tunjuk contoh tauladan yang diberikan oleh Nabi SAW yang berkaitan dengan akhlak dan adab. Sebagai contoh ya saudara sekalian, Al-Imam Al-Bukhari rahimahullah mengumpulkan sehingga 256 hadis yang berkait tentang adab di dalam kitabnya Sahih Al-Bukhari. Begitu pula Al-Imam Muslim rahimahullah mengumpulkan sehingga 366 hadis yang berkait tentang akhlak dan juga adab di dalam kitab Sahih Muslimnya. Subhanallah, Maha Suci Allah yang begitu indah mengatur agamanya ini penuh dengan tuntutan supaya kita ini bersama-sama menjadi umat yang berakhlak dan berbudi pekerti mulia. Jika kita perhatikan juga saudara sekalian, hadis-hadis yang diriwayatkan daripada Rasul SAW mengenai adab, mengenai akhlak, dia merangkumi berbagai aspek dalam kehidupan kita bermasyarakat. Ada hadis yang menunjukkan bagaimana kita berakhlak dengan orang tua, bagaimana kita berbicara dengan orang tua, bagaimana kita melayani ibu dan bapa kita. Ada hadis yang membicarakan akhlak dan budi pekerti kita dalam kita melayani saudara-saudara dan juga kaum kerabat kita yang ada hubungan silaturahmi dengan kita. Subhanallah. Dan itu bukan merangkumi, bukan sahaja adik-beradik, malah lebih luas daripada itu. Ada hadis-hadis yang diberikan oleh Nabi SAW memberikan tunjuk contoh bagaimana kita melayani jiran tetangga, bagaimana kita melayani sahabat taulan handai kita. Subhanallah, kalau kita perhatikan, malah ada hadis-hadis Rasul SAW yang menunjukkan contoh dan ajar kepada kita bagaimana kita berakhlak dan beradab hatta kepada orang yang tidak beriman kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Bagaimana Nabi SAW menunjukkan contoh tauladannya melayani orang-orang yang tidak beriman dengan penuh kelembutan, malah melayani sebahagian daripada musuh yang pernah memerangi Nabi ketika tahun pembukaan Mekah dengan penuh kemaafan, dengan penuh kelembutan, dengan penuh akhlak yang begitu indah pada pandangan Allah Subhanahu wa taala.